So this is it right here. This is the GoPro Hero4 session. You gotta pull the two tabs on the sides, unpeel that real quick, unpeel this one real quick, and then slide out the bottom. Pretty much same type of packaging as all the other GoPros. Alright, here she is. Also, if you notice, you can mount on the side screw with just the regular smaller thumb screws. You don't require the big ones for ease of access anymore, so that definitely will slim down the profile quite a bit, is not having the large thumb screw on the side. So we're going to take this whole shebang out. Oh yeah. Normally you got to remove that thing before we're good to go. Alright, here it is. Look at it, it's about the size of GoPro Hero4, just lens. About as deep too. It's quite small. Looks like we got some markings on the back. So right here you can reference this. So to film video, you just press the record button once, and then to roll photos or time lapse, you press and hold for 3 seconds. We got an access door on the side. So I'm going to take this out of the frame housing that it's in. So you just pull this thing up on the side to loosen the housing. Slide it out. So we got this frame right here. Very slim, just easily mountable to to all the GoPro connectors. And here's the camera in all of its glory. We got a little display looking screen up here. We got a little door on the side. Let's open this and see what it's all about. So we open up the door on the side, and it appears to have like a silicone or rubber water seal right there. So that is actually part of why the camera is waterproof without a housing, is because we now have the micro SD slot and the USB charger, both watertight. So close that back up. And then we got this right here. This is the Wi-Fi button. Nothing else on the side. We can also see on the front we got the record light up here, and we also have one of the microphones right there on the other side. So you can use that as your reference. That's the top of the camera, so you aren't filming sideways or upside down. You got the mic and the record button on the top. Easy enough. So yeah, let's see if this thing's juiced up at all. Press the record button. Let's see what we get. So we're turned on. Oh, there's no SD card in it. Alright, so I got a memory card right here. Let's pop it in, maybe film something with this camera real quick, see what it's all about. So GoPro still recommends the Class 10 SDHC. These ones that they like to send me are the Lexar 633X 32 gig cards, Class 10. So let's pop this little side door open right here. So look at that, the memory card actually kind of goes in at an angle. I feel like that's to make room for some hardware inside. Weird. But yeah, it works in there. Crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Alright, so we got the memory card in. Let's fire this bad boy up and see what we got. So press the top button once, and yep, it starts recording, and we can actually see right here. I don't know if you can actually see it in the sun, but it's telling me my battery life in the right corner, how long I've been recording, and we got video, wide, and how much time I have left, and what mode, 1080, 30 frames a second scrolling on there. So yeah, we get a little bit of display readout about what we're filming, and then stop recording, and we got one clip right there, and then it turns off. So super simple. Let's maybe shoot a photo right now. So I'm going to turn this on, press and hold for 3 seconds, and let's see, we're running time lapse right here, ½ second, and it's just rattling off some photos. It's actually the ½ second time lapse mode is probably one of the best things to shoot still photos with, I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but versus the one click on the trigger, it's just way better because let's say you're shooting on a selfie stick and putting it out and looking back at yourself. You can't reach out to hit the button while it's all the way extended, so you put in the time-lapse mode so it just starts shooting photos, and then you kind of just put it out and pose around. And then, you know, once you think you got a good shot, you know, you got a bunch to choose from, and there you go. We got the new frame housing here. So we have the camera in the frame right side up, but check out what you can do. You can pull the camera out, rotate it 90 degrees, still fits. So that way if you want to do the sideways mount, your camera's still oriented straight up, and I think it gives you a lot more options, especially on the side of helmets or goggle straps. I see it being extremely useful, and you still have access to the button no matter which way you turn it. Microphone that records with, we got one on the front and appears to have another one on the back by the Wi-Fi and settings button. So this front mic actually has a little drain area right here on the side, so this allows water to drain out for better sound quality while filming in water. And about this this button here on the back, so you use this to pair the new GoPro to your Wi-Fi remote or to your phone with the GoPro app. Press that right here, and then we're gonna look to our display up top, and we're gonna see that it tells us our filming modes. And then if I press this button again, we get into the select control, which is for your app, for the RC, or you can exit. Those are your three options. So I'm going to pair it with my remote control right now, so hit the record button to do that. And now it's telling me to put my Wi-Fi remote into the pairing mode. So I'm going to put this Wi-Fi remote, sold separately, into the pairing mode real quick by hitting the record, holding the record button, then hitting the power button. And that should put it into pairing mode real quick. So we're gonna get these two paired up. Success. Connect another. No thank you. And now we are paired with the remote, and let's check out these settings. Now you're gonna need one of the newer Wi-Fi remotes. The older ones won't be suitable because there's no settings button on them. So make sure that you're on the new Wi-Fi remote. Press the settings button real quick, and we're going to see our filming mode, so let's check it out. Put it into 1080, and we're going to go with 60 frames a second right there. And I'm going to set up my Pro Tune settings so as I want Pro Tune on. So we're going to turn Pro Tune on. My favorite settings are ISO limit 400. So we got 1600 and 400 are our two options. Let me see, we got sharpness. I'm going to turn that off. We'll sharpen it later. And I'm going to exit. And then let's see what our photo settings are all about. Oh, so we can put video in regular mode, or we could have it in looping too. So that means that it'll just record a constant loop over itself. So that if you just want to roll footage and you have it plugged into a power source, you can just constantly roll footage with it, and it'll just record over itself. So I'm going to put that back into video mode because I don't want to loop. And we're going to get out of here. And then let's see what the photo modes are all about. So we got single, multi-shot, we got our time lapse. I'm going to go into that setting real quick. See what burst options. We have 10 frames in 1 second. Or we could do 10 and 2, or we could do 5 and 1. We do 3 in 1. So we got some pretty decent options right there for the photo burst. 8 megapixel, and no Pro Tune options for the photos there. So quite a few modes in there, and like any other remote, so let's say I want to shoot a photo burst right here. I have it 10 photos 1 second. You can see I've shot 17 photos, 8 megapixel wide, 10 in 1. The settings just scroll, and I can shoot a bunch more photos right there, it says. So I'm going to shoot a quick photo burst real quick. Boom, and it just rattles off 10 photos. The second beep lets you know it's buffered and ready to go again. And as you can see on the front right here, you see that blue little flash right there? That's to indicate that the Wi-Fi is enabled. So if you ever have a question of whether your phone is capable of connecting or your remote's capable of connecting, if you don't see the blue light, then that means that the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth is not enabled and you cannot connect. And we also have a secondary record light and blue flashing light on the back as well, so that if you can't look at the front of the camera, you can also see if you're recording or if you're connected to Wi-Fi in the back as well. And let's turn it off with the remote. Alright, I'm going to get into the rest of the box here, see what else they give us. So, we got the Hero4 session quick start guide. That's the instruction manual to get you going. Never read those anyways, so we're going to toss that. We got some GoPro stickers. Put those around somewhere. We got your warranty information. And then let's see what else is in here. So we got your average standard, just curved and flat adhesive mounts. Let's see what we got right here. Ooh, this is kind of neat. I've never seen this before. So this new buckle right here is actually, this is called the ball joint buckle, and as you can see, there's a little ball joint right there that you can flex. It's actually, you need quite a bit of force to flex it, but that's a good thing, so it'll stay a little bit more stable. So it seems like, yeah, you can flex it kind of any direction just to give that camera a little bit of a tweak. So let's say it's mounted on a helmet, and you know, you don't have the option of having it completely horizontal. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's mounted up the curve a little bit. So this will help you just straighten out the camera in those types of situations, just to get that perfect straight field of view. So it's quite a nice new update, especially with the rubber safety. I don't even really know what to call this thing, but keeps it from sliding out of the receiver when it's in it. Let's see. Ooh, we actually got another frame in there. So I got two of these frames. This one's actually, oh, okay. Check this one out. So this is the other frame. It's got a mount on the back, so that you can just have even more mounting options. So check that out. You know, so you can have the camera pointed straight out instead. It's pretty cool. Mount definitely lends a hand to expandability. Let's dig around in here a little bit more. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. So we have the USB cable. If you've noticed, they've switched to a different USB cable. Instead of the mini USB 2.0, this is now a micro USB. So just a little change to the USB form factor. And then here we have another one of these little clips right here. And this up. And they give us another thumb screw. Alright, so here we got the new Hero4 Session compared to a Hero4 Black Edition. So we can see that the Session is slightly less tall than the Hero4 Black Edition, although it does run a bit deeper and nowhere near as wide. So yeah, in comparison, it's definitely slimmed down. They definitely removed quite a bit of space from it. So yeah, instead of a little bit more rectangular and shallow, it's just a little bit boxier and deeper. I believe the Hero4 Session will be retailing for $400 US, right in line with the Hero4 Silver Edition. So definitely a good addition to the arsenal, especially if you're looking to have some kind of super crazy mounting, especially if you're mounting it to a helmet or on a bicycle. I feel like on the side of your goggles on skis or snowboards. I definitely think that you have a lot more possibilities with mounting options, which is from the get-go, that's what's made GoPro cool, is just the fact that you can literally put the camera anywhere. And I think this just continues that on and allows you to keep mounting GoPros in the craziest places known to man and keep getting the coolest, most unique shots out in the universe. That's it for my unboxing video. Hopefully you guys liked it and found some of the information in there useful. If you haven't checked it out already, click on the video link below for part 1 first look. And also check out that subscribe button up there near the top for more GoPro awesomeness.